It's Christina from Card Making Magic. This is the card that I'm going to make today, and this is using some of the newest dies from Spellbinders, and these are the ones that have been designed by Stacey Karen. So these are the dies that I'm going to use today, and this is the Astoria labels with the Astoria decorative elements. And this one is the Renaissance Borders 1 die, and I've created my base card using my Matting Basics 5x7 A and B, as I always do. So I've created my base card and I've kept the fold at the top. I've cut myself a layer that goes on there, and I'm going to do this card in lilac and white. And I've cut myself another mat that will sit on there, and this is the one that I'm going to work on. So into this top white panel I'm going to use the Renaissance border. Now this die comes in two pieces. If you use the two pieces together, it will cut you a panel from your card. If you use this one on its own, it will create a mat that will go underneath the panel. But if you use this one, this will just cut the pattern into the card and keep it on the piece that you're cutting. So I'm going to lie it face down onto my white panel, and I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine. And once it's gone through, this is what I will have. So then I can remove the die and reposition it on the panel. Make sure it's level with the other one and run that through again. And once I've done that, I will have a panel that has the two dies, the two shapes cut into it. So to the back of this I've added some foam pads just to support all the solid pieces underneath it, and I'm going to layer that on top of my lilac panel. Now I've also repeated that process, but I've flat glued these two together, and these are going to sit inside the card, and this one is going to sit on the front of the card. Now for the next part, I've taken die number 5 from the Astoria labels and cut a lilac palette panel, and die number 2 from the Astoria decorative elements and cut a white panel. And these two are going to be added together with foam tape in between. So I've got my foundation layers ready. I've got my base card ready and it's lined. I've got my topper ready for the top, and I'm going to use one of these chipboard words, and the one I want to use is love. It was originally like this, but I've changed the colour of it, and I've also changed the colour of the little heart, and it's very easy to do. All you need to do is pop this into some Versamark and make sure it's well covered, and then lie it down onto some scrap paper and just sprinkle it with some embossing powder. Now this is amethyst, this is vintage amethyst from Wow. So I'm just going to remove that now from the powder, and I'm going to just put this back into the little container, and then I will heat that with my heat tool, and if need be I can repeat the process to make that even thicker on the top. So I'm going to add this centre panel with some foam tape underneath it. I've got my word now and it's changed colours, so I'll add that into the middle. My word is going to be glued along there, and it's in a very pretty silver, and I'm going to add a little foam pad under there and just raise that heart up for the middle, and then I'm going to dress this side of the card with some flowers. So I've made a lovely selection of flowers, and just to have a dry run to see what I want and where I'm going to add them. So I want some tulips with the leaves along there, and a darker tulip in there. We'll put some of this flower spray along this side, and all these flowers are from Wild Orchid Crafts. So I shall put a large chrysanthemum there and a rose on the other side. We'll put some of this little apple blossom in along there, and another small rose along the bottom there, and then I'm going to add in 2 flower buds, rose buds. So I'm going to glue those in place with a hot glue gun. So once I've got my flowers glued in place, I'm just going to add some sparkle to the petals. So I'm just going to dot some glue along the edges, and I'm not doing anything intricate or fancy, it's just adding some glitter in along the petal edges. So there's my glue, my glitter box. I'm just going to sprinkle my glitter on, and then we can tap off the excess and pop that on one side to dry, and then once it's dry we can give it all a dust with a brush. But to finish it off, I'm just going to add in some pearls. So I'm going to put some pearls along the edge. So just pop 3 in down there, and then I'm going to dot some more around the flowers. So there you've got 2 cards finished using the same dies, just different colourways. The glitter, the glue on this will dry clear, and then the glitter will lie flat on the flowers and look just like it does on these, on the turquoise ones. So you just need to leave it on one side to dry, and then you can dust it off with your brush. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll give this card a try. If you've enjoyed it, please give it the thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video in the future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.